So whatever you post, make sure it's something you want associated with you. Okay, so that's one thing. Two, don't be shy about posting the basics. So I posted the other day a checklist for subcontracts. Most everyone who's been in this industry for a while knows everything to ask for when they do a subcontract, right? This is like, you all know this. Most of you are doing this every single day. I'm not teaching you anything that you don't already know. However, there are also a lot of people who don't have it written down. They know it up here, but they're like, oh my gosh, this is actually helpful. I can use this to give to my staff. I can use this for the new RA that just started. Or a new RA sees it and says, oh my gosh, I'm going to look so good in front of my boss now because I have all this information and now I know I can use this to help level up. So the basics are really powerful. So if you're doing something like Melissa, if you have a role like in compliance contracting, honestly, I could sit with you, Melissa, for an hour and be like, I would love to see a post on what are the top 10 things you look for in a contract? What are some of the weirdest terms that you've ever seen and how did you deal with them, right? How do you negotiate with somebody who's not timely in communicating back to you, right? What do you say to the PI when you're like stuck in the middle and no progress is happening? These are all great posts that in your mind, well, everybody knows this, right? But they don't. People are hungry for this kind of easy information that's hyper relevant to the work that they're doing. So really, when you're thinking about what to post, that is a really great way to start, is think about the basics that you're doing every day. What are the things that you know super well, that you're an expert in? Don't assume everyone is an expert like you, because I promise you they aren't. Write those posts.
My biggest YouTube video, the one that gets the most views, was the thing that I know so well because I do it constantly. I was like, why would I make a video on this? I was doing a whole thing on debarment, and I have a clip video that's like less than a minute long that shows this is how you do a search to find out if somebody's debarred. It's a clip I pulled out. I was like, whatever, who cares? It is like thousands. Like people, they share it. Like it is the most, and it's
and
the
everybody
most.
Do this in our industry, right? We don't.
And that's why we have views. So FYI, so like, so that's what you really want to be thinking about is, I really like what you said, Cyrus, figure out for yourself what you want to put in there because, and you know, I'll tell you, some of this does require doing internal work of like imposter syndrome stuff, like, cause like, who wants to hear what I have to say? And it was very hard for me to, because I'm basically going out of my peers, around my peers and saying, here, let me tell you something. And it's not what I'm actually doing, but like, I don't want people to think that's what I'm doing, right? Like, and no one is. No one really is. Like, we're all friends here. Like, I think that, so I will tell you that there is definitely psychological work that I had to do to get over some of the humps to post. So it's not just as easy as saying, just post. Like, some of us have shit that we need to work through to be able to type that, and that's okay. But know that that's a thing, and just, you know, then you're like, okay, I'll work through that too. Like, while I'm doing this other stuff, I'll just work. And then it benefits other things because, you know, there's nothing bad about getting rid of imposter syndrome.